Hi everyone, I couldn't wait for the weekend vlog because for one thing I accidentally skipped Tuesdays, and for the other I have a lot to talk about. So between the two, if I did wait, that vlog would end up being like 20 minutes long. So I'm gonna get to the point before this vlog is 20 minutes long. First of all, Sundrops from Heaven, a book of inspirational poetry, is now not only available for ebook, but for print. By the way, it's written by yours truly. It's out now. It's well, I say out, it's not like it's anywhere, but you can order it now on Amazon or Create Space eStore. And it's so exciting. It's my first print book. Um, I will leave a link to both in the description of the ebook and the print. Feel free to not click on those though if you're not into that. But even though you can buy them both, if you're gonna buy the print, which, by the way, you would you'd be able to download the ebook for free if you did. Will you please buy it on Create Space eStore because it's the same price for you, but a higher royalty for me, and I know by a lot. I know that that's a ploy from Amazon to get people to promote Create Space, but it's just gonna have to be one that I buy into because I can't expect my parents to upkeep me forever. So I'm so excited about that because I guess I'm technically a published author now. It, even though nothing's really changed, but other than the fact I guess I did a little bit of extra work on a website, but uh, I won't just sit here and advertise my book on to probably more interesting stuff. I don't know. So yesterday I wrote 62. This doesn't sound more interesting, does it? 62 words on two different poems, 166 on a journal on DeviantArt, and 310 on my story, which wasn't what I was supposed to. I was supposed to write just like 400 and something to be up with my goal, and I didn't write it. And today I didn't write anything on my story, so it didn't reach a 2,000 goal word count. It kind of sucks. And now you're thinking, you published a book, you. But so yesterday's word count was 538, and I decided that today, this morning, that if my story didn't want to be written about, that's fine. I don't have to write it. Now, it's not that I'm giving up on my story, it's that I decided, instead of chasing after it, that sometimes this has worked before. If a story has been too much of a pain, it's like, makes me chase after all the different ideas and stuff, I'll just like mom with this character, mom with this character, got a big dragon on my shoulder, mirror in my hand, bye, walk out the door, and just wait until it sits there and looks and realizes I'm ignoring it, and I've got 100 other things I can write counted. So yeah, I do, and that's not counting all the poems and songs I could be writing. And there's like, wait, and come writing, yeah, chasing after the writer because characters fight each other over the writer's attention so they can be written about just so they can turn around and torture the writer and not give them any ideas. That's the life of the character, and apparently they think it's fun, I don't know. So, I was like, fine, you don't want to be written about? Joke's on you, I got a bunch of other stuff I could be writing. So, there you go, story. Once you get bored of being ignored, you know where to find me. So it's kind of an experiment, I guess I'm trying. So, of all the stuff I did write, 27 words on two different files, 101 on just a random snippet. It's, I didn't even finish the scene. It's the middle of the scene, closer to the endish, to random Doctor Who idea that popped in my head. I probably won't finish that, but it's there now on the computer, just in case. I have to write down everything that pops in my head, pretty much. I got a lot of weird stuff written down. 21 words on a blog post which is now up. It was actually mostly finished before I just kind of put the conclusion and added a word somewhere or something in it. It's my rating sheet for the month, which is about rating more professionally. I know you're listening to me and you're going, right, because you know how to do that. But my blog used to be so randomly and basically sound exactly like I'm talking right now until I made these vlogs where I can talk like I do right now and I can just say whatever I think and feel about the subject in my rambly way. And then, since I've said what I need to, I can say it succinctly without my random jokes and thoughts that don't really matter to the um, post in it because I was able to say that somewhere else. Because I gotta say something. I gotta put it somewhere. Usually, it's in a poem or written down somewhere. But instead of said all this stuff out loud, but I just have to say it. If it just keeps bugging me to say it, and so in my blog posts, I would say it, and they'd come out sounding like how I talk. And my writing's supposed to sound better than that. Now you know why. But what are the sounds I'm hearing? Sounds like fireworks almost. Maybe it's somebody's birthday. I don't know. Um, let's see. I also wrote 34 on a song, which I thought I had written down part of before, and I couldn't find it, so I don't know. And I also started a master list for all my characters. I've almost said used to, but I still have it. I just don't really use it as much anymore. I have a character spreadsheet where I keep all my characters from everything except I, for some reason, decided to leave out the fanfic characters. Um, all the characters for everything, and I have their name, gender, species, what they look like, a quote just for fun, their powers, all kinds of stuff. But the problem with that is I don't really need a master list of random facts. And I realized that story-specific files were better because in one story, you don't need to ask what some species is going to be. They're all going to be humans. Another one, everybody's something different. In one, you have to fill out the powers and abilities as blank for every single character because that doesn't exist here. Um, and it's not getting out the really important stuff like their worldview, their backstory, their goals. It's just not reading that. It's just a bunch of random facts. So having the files that are specific to stories and specific to characters, and then having master list is basically just their names, the story they're from, and their alignment, just like the bare minimum of what you need to know about them. Basically, random generators, so I can just put in random generator like two numbers, and this character reads this one, and for fun challenge scenes is basically what that's for. I really hope you guys can't hear that cricket as loud as I can. Man, that's annoying. It's like it's yelling at somebody. So, yeah, I started that and added 64 characters that are from my big four stories. For my thumb just stuck out, stupid thumb. Yeah, I got my own big four. Because when you have 100 stories, you can't have just a big one. I'm trying to only put the most important characters. I might have stretched that a little bit with one of them, and another one might have cut back too much. And I don't want to put characters that I don't know very well up on there. And then I think I also have a page for places and a page for items, and then one for extra characters, one for characters that have to do with more of the backstory that are important to the backstory but you never actually meet. And this walk is too long, so guess I'm going to stop it soon. I think I'm going to make a blog post about what I was saying about the files, because I had one about talking about character spreadsheet and how useful it was, and now I think there's a more useful way to do it, so I really should follow up on that in a blog post, and it'll be more succinct and more professional sounding than how I was just talking. Because that's how it works. I can talk way better. I mean, write way better than I can talk. I promise. It really probably wouldn't have to take too much. You just one thing cut out the words I just throw in randomly. And here we go at 10 minutes. This is Peace, Love, Pink, signing out.